intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The 49ers offense will go to work first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got it in the middle. It's Nicholas. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Runs through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
And the 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nicholas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The 49ers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Navy's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Navy quick to the line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The big fullback's got it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Navy on the field and back to work after the break with a first down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. A little release to the back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll toss it to the left. Boom. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. missed it, no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He smashes his way through again. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Nicholas. Hard-hitting tackle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Austin. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. That is a big... For this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Puts it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route.
Turning it on. perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Woodson. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Makes the grab on third. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Plows through the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is the threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The 49ers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 17 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional run.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nice job by the offense going with the misdirection play, because they're facing a defense that likes to be aggressive. So you get a couple of guys out of position, and that allows that play to be successful.
He'll pull it on the read. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing to the right. The 10. Touchdown, midshipman. Great job by the back on the option. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes. And
there he goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The 49ers send out the punt unit. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
Touchdown, Niners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Shakes off the defender.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the...
Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll run the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Sullivan. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to pass. It's Woodson. Got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Navy! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them out.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That's another Charlotte.
325. Wants to throw again. Fires left. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's a 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting the 1st down on 3rd down.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Turning it on! They almost got a 1st down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Fires one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after. Game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, midshipman! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He gets a block. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column,